Alright guys, thank you guys for returning, keeping an eye on the channel and the page, appreciate the views. Today we have an interesting matchup against Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish. We are at their house today. Hopefully we can come away with the dub. We are hoping it all plays out for us in the end. It's going to be a great show. Hopefully you guys stay to watch it, and let's get started. Coming into today's game, Notre Dame was ranked number 7. We are on week 2 of the dynasty, and here we have kickoff. We're hoping to set the tone early, try to make some plays. Hopefully, the defense can get some stuff going for us. There's a lot of key players to keep an eye on for Notre Dame. The starting quarterback, Riley Leonard. He is a monster among men. He is a senior. This man stands at 6'4", 217. He has plenty of traits, and he has the arsenal to back it up. But here, as you can tell, we got the defensive recovery. We are starting to set a good tone and a good pace for the rest of the game. As long as we can stay on it, we should be fine. All right, guys, starting quarterback today is Macon still. We're hoping he can clean up his mess with the interceptions and the bad QBR, and we will see what we can get going today. We are still going to try to force feed Brown as much as we can. He is our best player on the team, so it only made sense to get him started early and hopefully get some touches in the game. Here we have Brown running straight up the middle, right into double coverage right there. Positive yards, first down on the play. We also do have a good backup in Williams. Gavin Williams, he is also a senior. He is somebody that is our fastest running back on the team, and he has good catching ability. And there we have Jalen McCone throwing his first pick of the game. It's not a good look for us to start. Hopefully we can try to get the ball back and get some stuff situated here. We are having trouble stopping offenses. Our defenses are not good. And there we have a pick. A good pick to start the game. We are setting the right message for everybody. The person on the pick was Cameron Dabney. He is also a senior, so this will probably be his last year as well. So hopefully he can help mold Jacob Finley into what we need. As long as we can stop this Notre Dame offense, we should be able to put up some points on our offense. But our defense has been struggling. This is our first ranked game, and it's only the second game of the season. And we are hoping to send a message to the other ranked teams. Here we have a sack on the play. We got Session in on the sack. He's also a man on a mission right now. Defense, we're just trying to groom and mold and hopefully set up for success for the future. As long as we put up a good record, we can maybe try to bring in some more talent to surround these good players we have. But for right now, we are just trying to survive and make it to the next game. Wear and tear is going to be a big issue. Notre Dame is very physical, and this is our first real test on how to do things. And here we have Jalen McCone rolling out to the right, taking a big unnecessary hit. He is definitely going to have to hold on to that ball and hope he does not put that on the ground. All right, we have a fake end around right there. Brown running straight up the middle. Terrio Brown is also trying to get some more reps in at receiving, as you can tell there, drawing a flag on the play. Defensive pass interference. We're honestly going to have to take any breaks we can get right now. Steady impulse is real in this game. And as you can tell, we have Stevie Wonder out there kicking for us. This game's gonna definitely have to be on our heels. And there we just have sloppy play from the defense. There was nothing really more the defense can do right there. We have mismatches all over the field, and all we can do is just try to not do that. Jalen McCone is definitely going to struggle. We're going to have to get him out of the game soon if he does not clean it up. 2 or 3 picks, okay, I get it, Notre Dame. If we go anymore, we're definitely going to have to start bringing in our other subs. The only other potential person I would want to bring in for passing wise, it's probably going to be Kenny Lewis. He is a junior. He's also somebody that cannot run, but he is a good pocket passer. And there we have a Notre Dame touchdown. We have to stop the bleeding. We have to stop this cut and try to get some more points on the board. They are having too much momentum. And there we have Brown running down the left side of the field. One man to beat. 2, 3, almost 3 broken tackles right there. Brown is getting very frustrated with the play, and I understand that. We all understand that. Hopefully we can just minimize the penalties, capitalize on mistakes, and not throw interceptions. And another one is thrown. Jalen McCone has to get out of this game. He is only going to set himself up for worse situations. And there we have blown coverage again by the defense. That was my fault. The defensive plays have to be on point, especially against a high-ranked team like that. And there we had Jalen Johnson trying to get it started early. And we're just doing dump offs right now. Just trying to make anything happen right now. Trying to get some momentum back in this game. We had that defensive pick 6 earlier, and that is not going to help us in the game. We stopped them from returning it, which was good. All we have to do is get a sack just like that. Perfect. Perfect timing. Session is on a roll these last 2 games. And another pick is thrown. It's like every time we get something going, we just cannot capitalize on it. We give it right back. And here we have the QB just walk in. Leonard's literally walking in our house and wiping his feet. And it is not ideal, honestly. So we did make the sub at QB. We actually did bring in Lewis, and hopefully he can make something happen. And there, we have another pick, which is exactly what we need. We need to make this defense not work as hard, honestly. This defense is putting it all on the line, and Finley with the pick 6. Finley had some good plays in the first week against FCS, and now he is making some good plays here against Notre Dame. I was trying to hold Finley off the field until later on, since he is 3rd on the depth chart, but at this rate, he might just get bumped up. I might just move him and let him start earlier. With all the plays he's making, there's no reason for him not to. He is one of our fastest corners, but he is also a sophomore. So he does have some room to grow, and I'd rather get him his reps early and get him progressed as much as I can by the time next season comes so that he'll be ready to go. Here, we're just trying to protect the end zone. Hopefully, we can make him throw an interception again, make something stop. That was an amazing catch. We're trying to make any momentum stop in his tracks. But right there with the touchdown, it's not going to stop anytime soon. We end up going 4 and out, and then they end up getting the ball back and throwing another touchdown. Notre Dame is not letting up on this at all. They're setting a message for the rest of the schedule they're going to be going against. All they have to do is shoot clock, and we'll be out of here. The damage is already done. It's only in the 3rd quarter right now. And here we are trying to just make anything happen. Saving grace, basically, is what we're trying to do. And it doesn't look like anything's going to be working for us right now. Hopefully get another pick. Hopefully we don't get any more picks this game. It feels like we're in Division 3 and there's Division 1. They're literally just toying with us right now. This is our first piece of real action right here. This is Notre Dame just walking all over us, and hopefully we can not let that happen again. We do have a bye in week 3, so hopefully another interception and a whiff tackle and a pick 6. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Notre Dame does not have to go this hard against us. It's not like we're a threat to them anymore. We do have a flag on the play. Our team is celebrating for some reason. I don't think they should have been celebrating, but it is what it is. Here we have just passes going over there, nobody holding on the ball. I want to give the excuse that it's raining, so people aren't holding on to the ball, but that one was right in his hands. No reason for him to drop that one. And here we're just trying to stop them from running it in, and this man literally bobbed and weaved like it was 2020 COVID and just walked in. Here we have Brown just trying to get some stats. Now at this point, it's just stats. There's nothing really more we could do. Scores would be nice, but for right now, stats are gonna be where it's at. A solid defensive pass interference, and hopefully we can try to make something happen. Nothing. Every time we get something going for us, we just cannot capitalize on it. There we had another pick, and we barely caught him. And he went down to the three, and then they ended up scoring again. There was no reason for us to another interception. It's 70-14. I don't know what this team wants us to do. I don't know what they're trying to tell us or what kind of message they're trying to send that they can beat an unranked team like us. And they're just not letting off the gas pedal. It was an abysmal beatdown. It was embarrassment. NIU has a lot to work on. We're gonna have to reevaluate the roster, trying to make some moves and see who we can start, who has potential of starting, who can sit, because a lot of these plays should not be going on the way they are. And I know Brown and Finley and Session and a couple of our other players like Jalen Johnson and Grayson Barnes. A lot of these other players are gonna want to try to do their best this season, especially since most of them are seniors, and a lot of them are still trying to get drafted and focus on life after football. There we have Grayson Barnes pulling it in for us. We're just trying to get some points at this point. Any type of score is going to help us tremendously, and nobody's getting open. Tight coverage everywhere. Broken up pass right there. Notre Dame is just not letting anything slide, and we have another interception. We are on our third quarterback already, and that would be Mr. Jeff Gibson. So at the end of the game, 14-77, Notre Dame came in and demolished us, embarrassed us, and all the above. Leonard went on to do 8 touchdowns and 406 yards. If he wasn't on the Heisman watch already, that's going to put him on there. All these highlights and Notre Dame just destroying us. We only had 2 good highlights. Finley was one of them. Shout out to Finley. We just got to get back to the drawing board and get ready for our next opponent.